written in 20 minutes.
Blueberry. Vanilla
Welcome back
blueberry.
in, everybody.
Vanilla blueberry.
Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy right here on the Golf
sorry.
Talk Radio Network. Nice singing, Bill.
This is on. Sorry, is this thing on?
Yeah. Don't forget, you can take Golf Talk Radio with you anywhere you want at golftalkradio.com or visit iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Amazon store for the app as well. And you can take us anywhere you want. And I know people that actually do, believe it or not. So just like Jim.
The mystery man.
You can take Jim wherever you want.
and he'll show up at times and he's gone.
He will.
He's like Batman.
I'll even
Yes,
bring
yes.
Sip and Nibbles for you. Huh, Billy?
Very
Yes,
nice,
he
of you,
did.
Jim. This is very nice that you went down.
And,
It's very kind of you.
This past weekend, we
Yeah,
had
the
Nikki.
cafeteria.
Nikki Anderson was in the studio with us this past weekend, and she's actually a partner of the show. And if you guys don't know, she's a very successful realtor and a very successful broker. So if you guys are looking to list a home, buy a home, call Nikki today, 805-235-3327. And you can visit our website, golftalkradio.com, to find Nikki's website link there. Again, call her 805-235-3327.
I played a few holes with
What?
her the other day.
Did you?
I did.
How'd she do?
She's playing well.
Yeah, good. She seems like she's grinding it out,
she
man.
is.
What's the difference between a realtor and a broker?
Or realtor.
Realtor is what
realtor.
it's called. Realtor.
And but the broker is the one that you can have realtors working for you. The agency is the broker.
Yeah.
And then you can have realtors that go out, like you're the head pro and they have assistant pros.
Oh,
Is that right?
I think the agents are like the brokers, the core, like the center, and then you got spokes going out. You got realtors,
like fruit,
yeah,
just like fruit in the tree.
like a bicycle tire,
like a bicycle tire.
yeah, like the spokes, like
So
fruit.
did you run down and check on your TrackMan during the break? Is that what you
No,
took
I was
off?
watering my
You're,
fruit.
you're planting the
My plants.
seeds.
That's right.
Plant the seed.
Well, I hope that you have I hope that you have a great crop
Thank you.
this year. When that TrackMan comes out, I hope it just buds everywhere, man.
I'm gonna need help picking those
All right.
those things. The first tee.
So you guys want to hear mine?
Would love to.
You bet.
I know that there were some rule changes this past year, and there's some that were overdue, in my opinion. But what rule in the USGA and this thing over there,
Decisions.
the decision? But what rule of the USGA and what do they call that thing?
Decisions book?
No. The rule book is done not only by the USGA, but the RNA and US.
Oh,
right?
okay.
The RNA.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what rule would you like changed or eliminated?
Wow, that's a good one.
No
That's-
tapping down spike marks.
Oh, mine was kind of similar to that. I was thinking you should rip them out. I don't think I think you should be able to pull spike marks out of your way. Done. That's my opinion.
Wow, destructive.
I just think that well, if they're in your way, I don't think you should be penalized for getting them out of your way.
I agree.
Right. So that's what you were saying. Yeah, I do. I think that's
Stroke and distance for out of bounds.
just. Ooh.
I mean, if you whiff a golf ball, the worst swing in the world, you whiff it, you miss the whole dang thing. One stroke. You can hit it 340 yards and miss the course by 2 inches. 2 strokes.
So you say
Well,
drop
stroke
it up
and
there.
distance.
You say drop it
Yeah,
up there.
like I
So
have.
like
Like a
that's
hazard.
a lateral.
That's a great idea, Dave.
That would speed up so much
No,
play too.
I like that
Well,
one.
that's
a
why
lot.
everybody plays it anyway.
There's a lot of people who say how many penalty shots is out of bounds. It's not 2.
It's 1.
That's one of the most missed questions in the rules.
Stroke and distance.
But
yeah.
you're right. And
it's 2.
What do you think about the spike mark? Because
Yeah, I agree with you.
It was
Billy.
more prominent when there was metal spikes. Obviously, when you're digging them things up, dragging your feet. Now you don't see them near as often as you used to.
But they're bigger.
But if they're there, and come on,
I think anything is
get it
trouble
out
in
of
the way should be taken care of.
instead of treating
Smooth the greens
treat it
out.
like a loose impediment.
Stop messing with so many details. Just
Yeah.
let them repair everything in front of you.
Treat it
Or
like a loose
nothing.
impediment or a ball mark.
Anything.
Just
Or
anything.
nothing.
Or nothing. Touch nothing.
You can do, ball marks. Why not a spike mark?
That's what I'm
That's what I'm
trying to
saying.
say.
Anything.
Wow, I can't believe a lot of us are agreeing on that.
I actually
topic.
like that a lot. I agree with that.
And the out of bounds stroke and distance thing, man. I
think that's brilliant.
But yeah, I mean that's I do too. I did have to find out where it crossed the boundary or something like that. So, but same thing with the hazard. I mean, they play out of bounds on the Oaks. That really is out of bounds. They play it as a lateral down the Oaks.
Right.
So that just to stop you from walking through the poison oak and then walking back to the tee box and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So that makes some sense. So yeah, I think I don't know if that'll ever happen, but I agree with that one a lot. What about you, Jim? Is there a
The
rule?
ball. I think the ball is too hot. for the pros.
They've been changing that ball. So
But no, I think there
that's
should be
the biggest
different-
changing in golf
Yep.
equipment over the last year. The
Yeah,
ball.
the ball. Now, does the
So you
RNA
think it should
still have the
stop
little ball?
now?
Dave, and you guys.
No,
It doesn't use the little ball.
no, that was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Those were fun.
they
to
were
play
pretty
with.
Like
cool.
the Condor.
Little Titleist Pilates, man, they were awesome. Those were fun to play with.
Rolled.
So the
Up
ball, but
65.
they have been changing it. So you would say let's leave it alone or tone it down.
Tone it down.
That's a Nicklaus thing.
For the pros.
Yeah.
I think
Those
the
guys,
amateurs need to bomb. They just need
460
to bomb
yard
it.
par fours, and they're driving them.
That's ridiculous.
They are. It's insane.
Well, now
DJ left it on the lip. Was it 435 yard hole? He left it on the lip.
Now I understand what Bobby Jones meant when he told Nicholas when he won the Masters.
Play a game I'm not familiar
You
with.
play a game of which I am not familiar.
And Nicholas is a big proponent of limiting the ball, and all playing the same ball and limiting it a distance. He's been saying that for a long, long time. And
Makes sense.
No, the
so the ball gets hot, man.
distance those
And the-
kids are getting it nowadays
and the-
is just unbelievable.
Because if you don't, because look at when they did snag, when Wally created snag, he said, the first thing he said out of his mouth was, everybody hits at the same distance, including the girls and the boys, because there's no dimples on the tennis ball. They're all hitting at you're all equal. Now, I think that if they would,
I think the blue ones go a little farther.
what's that?
The blue ones.
The blue ones. They're tinier. They're like the RNA ball. They're the Condor. There you go.
Just-
Wally. That's Wally's blue ball.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just think that if you don't, we're starting to get into this, just like in city leagues in basketball, where they have an A league, people who can dunk it, and they got the B, C, D. We're heading there because of distance. We can't play with the Giants anymore. There's gonna be, there's an 8-footer coming out of China right
and
now.
go- and
8-foot giant coming in golf. He's gonna hit a mile.
An 8-footer.
Who's gonna touch him? His arc alone just swings easy. And sorry.
You talking about Iron Byron?
No. There's a guy coming out of China. You're
Too
funny.
tall.
Oh, you're funny.
Too tall, man. Coming out of
He's
China.
offspring of-
There's an
You've been
eight-
scouting?
There's an 8-footer
No, I'm
coming
just
out. Yeah,
reading.
are you a scout reporter?
Just listen. We listen.
He's an offspring of Vern Lundquist.
Yes, sir.
In your life. So
That is awesome.
So you got to limit the height of players, right? That's what you're saying.
No, you're
Nobody
going to have
over
to have
6'8".
leagues. You're going to have to have divisions.
He's really good if he's playing in a game.
Hey,
We're
I
going to
can
say
check
pick it up if it's
All right.
inside the
What's
leather.
your index? It's 7.8. How tall are you?
7.8.
7.8. All right, you're in Division 4.
Player would have been
How much do you weigh?
irrelevant.
210, you're
He
over
wouldn't have
Division three.
existed. Player would not have been irrelevant.
Okay. So you
Gary
would-
Player.
You,
Here's an example right
you
there.
would change the there's politics and there's money involved. Golf
Yeah.
ball companies are making a bunch of money. So like your track van guy, what if some guy came to you and said, Jim, I'm going to give you 12 dozen of these hot golf balls because he's giving them to you now. Would you play them?
Yeah.
So it's
If they're legal?
But I'm saying you got to. Yeah,
Well,
if
not
they're legal, I
illegal,
want to
but-
play as hot as I can get it. I mean, I do. But there has to be a limit on it because the taller guys are starting to separate.
isn't there now
the
a
long
speed
arcs
limit?
are starting to separate.
250 feet
it-
per second,
yeah,
I
there's a-
believe
there
it
is a speed limit, right?
Uh-huh.
And like this, and now the size of the club head is finally stopped. Is that right?
460.
460.
But you can buy 520.
I know. They had one in the STEM system. It was hilarious.
They're big.
All right, so the ball. What about you, Mike? Is there a rule that hasn't been mentioned?
There is a rule, I guess, but I was thinking about it. It can go both ways. And I've been in a couple different tournaments. It hasn't happened to me, but I've seen it happen to people where someone hits a shot and it's up on a hill or it's on a green and it rolls down the hill and then it hits a cart path and then it rolls backwards and it rolls backwards
Oh, that's
and it
a
rolls
good one.
backwards and it rolls
Great
backwards.
So you're thinking of progress forward.
What if it goes forward?
Well, that's
forward
my
progression
point is
What's that football? You get the forward.
how can you regulate if someone, like I can remember being at Avalon, you'd be kind of aiming towards the cart path like on number 11 or number 9 and because you were trying to get that forward bounce. So how do you even it out? But
That's just
like
rub
I was
of the green, no pun intended.
I was with Nikki at one up at Spyglass when she was playing in a tournament there, and we were on hole number 8. She hits a drive down the left-hand side, and, it's up there pretty good, and she's not the last one to hit. Last lady hits, and we start walking off the tee. Here comes a ball. All the way down, and it actually goes past the tee.
Well, the solution to that is have little grates on those downhill paths that stops the ball going so far.
There were.
You know what I mean? So it's only going to go.
Nice.
There you go. That's what
I know, but to me, there's something's not.
Flathead screwdriver, right?
Yeah.
You get a flathead screwdriver, you pop the hood. You click this sucker in there.
It's still, I still think, and this is a much, much bigger discussion, but and people will say, well, there's local rules and that's what this is for. But I still think you could have pro rules, you could have level 1 rules, level 2 rules, level 3 rules, and your handicap could fit under those levels just like it does a slope system for a golf course.
I like it, especially
And
length.
that's-
Especially length.
Yeah.
You get these groups that only play once a year that go back to the tips.
I think, yeah.
Just they're gonna.
I
they
just
can.
think, like, you can have the choice.
Oh,
you can have
God.
the choice
Playing
to
greens that are
play.
13.
Yeah. You could have the choice to
7
play like
hours.
pros, or you know what, play to the reality of really what you are. Which when we talk to things like Dave, like a perfect example is you're out of bounds. Guess what? If you're a pro and you hit out of bounds,
Stroke and distance.
stroke and distance. If you're not, you're playing that like a
Stroke.
hazard.
Yeah.
It's a stroke.
And you know what? Another thing that irks me, but it was just slow play. But if you're playing by the rules, if you're playing for money or a tournament or something like that, you don't realize it went out of bounds. Didn't even think it came close to out of
Right,
bounds.
you
You,
don't-
get up there, and it's out of bounds.
Exactly.
Then you got to go
Yeah,
back.
and boy, that's
Really
a lonely
and,
walk.
and then the people are on the tee waiting for you. You got
Brutal.
yeah, you're really
to re-hit, guys.
That's
Sorry.
brutal.
real popular
Yeah.
there. And you weren't in the greatest mood on
And,
the way
and then
back.
most
anyway.
people don't do that, so they get DQ'd. Some Joe Rule guy is going to come out and DQ the person. So that is a good rule.
That is a sad walk.
I am so glad that they changed the drop of the ball. So now you can go at just quarter. You can just go at any,
I liked it over the back.
because balls don't usually fall straight down. And if you're dropping straight down, it can snuggle into some deep grass. And
Yeah.
the ball, when it's rolling, wouldn't do that.
Well, especially when
that's-
you're on hilly
in a
lies.
bunker,
Or
ridiculous.
bunkers.
In a bunker, you drop
Yeah.
it straight from your shoulder height. It's plugged and out.
It's
You can't even
plugged.
get it out of there.
Right.
So that rule is smart. I think
Yep.
that,
I agree.
That's been bugging a
I
lot
agree
of
with
people
that.
for a long time.
100% agree with that. 100%.
What was the other rule they changed this year? Oh, the can't TV. No TV, right? Call in people.
Yes.
But did they stop
Which I
that?
think is huge.
You
Watch
can't,
PGA.
you can't.
Yeah.
You can't call in anymore, right?
No. No more armchair
That's-
rule.
Who got that phone number anyway?
That's, I don't know.
How do you find that
I
number, man? It's a trailer. It
I
sits
want
in
to
the
talk to Vern
back.
Lundquist.
Where's Vern here?
You know who it
Because
was?
there's a trailer in the back. There's two guys sitting in there. Like, okay, hello, rules
It
guy.
was either the president or the vice president. That's who's calling.
Yeah, I
that.
need the number of that trailer number 16 out there.
That's who's calling.
That isn't.
All right, well, that's a great topic. We're gonna
Thank you.
take our last break of the show here and come back with one more segment of Loose Impediments. You guys, Golf Talk Radio is brought to you by McGowie Health Group. Check out healthyslowcounty.com today at 805-461-8822. Our weekly Fantasy Tour golf winner this week was Aggies 88, and they won the Genesis Open with 1,156 points.
Good for Bubba.
Yep, their team was Patrick Cantlay, Zonder Schauffele, Jordan Spieth, and Dustin Johnson. So that was the winning team this year or this week for the Genesis Open on our Fantasy Golf for Golf Talk Radio. You guys want to join the group? It's absolutely free. Visit PGAtour.com today and click on Fantasy and join the Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy group. We'll be right back. Golf Talk Radio with Mike and Billy on the Golf Talk Radio Network.